If you're someone who wants to sell on Amazon or who just started selling on Amazon FBA and you're doing private label, I made this video just for you. Honestly, I wish I have seen this video before I launched my first product and second product because both of those were failures. So I want to tell you guys the 4 top mistakes that I've seen beginners, including myself when I first started, making over and over and over again. And please avoid these mistakes at all costs because it will literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars as well as hundreds of hours of hard work. So make sure that you follow the entire video. I'm going to give you the 4 top mistakes that I've seen beginners making over again so many times. And if you guys see value by the end of this video, make sure you share this with your peers because it will literally help you and help them to save so much time, so much money, and making sure that your first product on Amazon FBA can be a successful one. So let's jump right into the content of this video. And honestly, no BS, I wish I had seen this video the first time I started selling on Amazon about 1.5 years ago. So before I go into here, I just wanted to show you guys, because I'm all about transparency, guys. I want you guys to be able to learn from someone who actually makes money on Amazon FBA and not just selling courses. So right now it's 10:24 p.m. or 3:24 p.m. 3:24 p.m. I'm gonna go my Amazon store right here. I'm gonna refresh that, and this was last refreshed at 3:06. So as of 3:06 p.m. I'm at $4,500 in sales. I'm rounding it up a little bit. It was a little slow today because we had a hijacker in our account, which was really annoying. You can see that the past 30 days we hit $162,000 in sales. Actually, past 15 days was insane. We hit almost $100,000 in sales in 2 weeks. So I just want to let you guys know that, I've been selling on Amazon FBA for the past about 1.5 years now. So I'm someone who's actually in the business. I've seen people fail. I've seen people succeed. So I think it's important for you guys to know who you're actually learning from because there's a lot of gurus out there. Now, there's a lot of good information out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody on YouTube is feeding you bad information. But there's also a lot of gurus out there that's literally faking the numbers, or they're not even selling on Amazon. Instead, they make their money off of the courses that are selling. And I think that's completely bullshit, right? Again, that's just my opinion. Just want to, let you guys know about that. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to try to make this video quick for you guys, okay? So number 1, the first mistake that I've seen people making is getting into a product that is a fad, okay? That is a trend. So how can you tell if the product is a fad or a trend? So the tool that you can use is Google Trends. All you got to do is you got to go to Google, type in Google Trends, click on the first one, and then you type in the keyword. So let's take fidget spinners, the good old fidget spinners, for example, right? So let's pretend we want to sell fidget spinners. I'm going to type in fidget spinners. And then here's the part that a lot of people make the mistake. They don't actually click on this and go back to 2004 to present. So that's the part you want to do. Click 2004 to present. You can see a massive spike up here and spike down. Anything that happens like this in terms of graph, that is a fad, that is a trend, and you want to stay away from it. I'm going to show you guys another example. Hoverboard. Look at this. Boom, and then it came all the way down, right? So a good example I can give to you guys is vitamin C serum. Now, do not sell vitamin C serum. It's hella competitive. You are going to get crushed. I'm going to go into that later, but this is an example of not a trend. So you can see that 2004, it's slowly growing. And in fact, it's even growing even much more now, right? So anytime you see that massive spike, stay away. Although people are making money on Amazon, although people are, making a killing, just trust me, stay away from it because the last thing you want to be doing is getting to a product when it's going up. By the time you launch, it's coming down and you're stuck with 10,000 fidget spinners in your garage. So yeah, that's number 1. Make sure you type that in. Number 2 is top heavy. So what do I mean by top heavy? So let's put in a keyword called, silicone makeup sponge, right? Now with silicone makeup sponge, if you sort everything by monthly revenue right here. So I typed that in. This is viral launch, by the way. I have a coupon code down below if you guys want to get 20 or I forget whatever it is. Get a coupon. You can use this tool. It's a tool that I use. Anyway, you type in silicone makeup sponge, and then so usually the default is sorting by ranking, right? Sorting by ranking, and right now it's rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So what I usually like to do is I look on monthly revenue. So I simply click on monthly revenue, now sorting by monthly revenue. You can see that there's 773 sellers for silicone makeup sponge, but only 2 people are actually making above 5 grand a month. So think about that for a second. I don't even know what the percentage of that is, but if you do two sellers divided by 773, which is how many sellers there are in the space, the success rate of you actually being able to sell more than 5 grand is very, very low, because statistically speaking, there's only 2 people on the first page that is making more than 5 grand. And 5 grand is kind of just that threshold. It's an arbitrary number that I came up with. But anything more than 5 grand, it's like, okay, there's potential. Anything less than that, I don't know if I want to, get involved in this space where I can only do $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. So what I would like to see ideally is something like this, right? So if you take a look at the monthly revenue, and you take a look at the reviews, right? So this product, you see that there's a lot of people with low reviews. For low, I mean like under 50 reviews. So 48 reviews, 51, 38, 30, 32, 30, 47, 43. These are low reviews. And look how much money these guys are making. 10,000, 21,000, 12,000, 10,000, 7,000, 12,000, 22,000, 4,000, 3,000. So there's a lot of people on the first page that's actually making good money, right? It's not just like the top 2 guys making 10, 20,000. So that's another mistake that I see beginners make all the time. It's just like getting so impressed by the top sellers, and then they realize that majority of the market are actually losing money every single month. So that is mistake number 2, top heavy. Now, margins. Okay, so we are in the space to make money, right? In order to make money, there's a business term called margin. So it's kind of like return on investment. So let me give you guys an example, right? So let's go back doing silicone makeup sponge again. So what I like about Viral Launch here is it tells you kind of the unit margins, right? So right now this guy is selling for $8.98. After Amazon fees, he's making $4.42. But then $4.42, he also needs to subtract the cost of goods sold, which is the actual silicone makeup sponge itself, and it's shipping all the way from China, most likely, to USA. So let's say if this product costs him $1 to get, and let's say another $1 to ship it, so that's $2. He's only making $4.42 minus $2. He's only making $2.42 per unit sold. That is extremely, extremely low. In my opinion, my humble opinion, everybody's different. I like to make at least $10 net profit. So what I like to see is I like to do, so price minus Amazon fees, minus my cost of goods sold, minus my shipping, then that number, I wanted that to be at least $10 net profit. That's what I'm looking for personally. But I think once you go below 10, it gets a little bit tricky because the thing is on Amazon, you need to do a lot of advertising, maybe you do Facebook ads, there's variable costs like your software and this and that. There's all other bunch of other costs that might come up, right? So if let's say something happens to your business, you're only making $2 per unit, all that margins, all that money that you just made probably has to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So that's one of the top mistakes that I personally see is no margins. Lastly is price decrease. This actually has a kind of very similar to the trend. So let me show you guys an imperfect example, okay? So we are going to take felt letterboard as an example. So I know so many people who got into this, right? Because Viral Launch is popping up and showing, oh, this is a great product. This is a great product. Okay, well, it is a pretty good product because if we run a Viral Launch scan on this, right? There's a lot of people here, 54 making 10,000, again 20,000, 11, nah, decent, nah. Yeah, 5 grand is okay. 5 grand is all right. So that's pretty. 930, it's got 9,000, right? Another 11 reviews got 10,000. So that's not bad. 13 reviews got 10,000. But check this out. Go to market trends. Look at this stat. This is so alarming, and so many people do not look at this, guys. Look at the past 90 days. The average price on the first page has dropped close to 30%. Look at the average price trend. It went from $31 all the way down to $20. It was almost shaved off by half. So what that means is the market is getting flooded and people are competing on pricing, right? People are lowering their price because they're not getting sales and they're freaking out. So everybody start competing on pricing. Boom, 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 right? So you need to make your product different. You need to make your product stand out. You cannot compete on pricing. If I ask anybody and say, hey, what's your competitive advantage? They pricing, dude, you're not selling a product. You're not selling a brand. You're selling a commodity. And commodity is straight up a race to the bottom, right? So I want to show you guys this as well, because if we were to go back to Google Trends and you type something like felt letterboard, see, look at this spike again, guys. So this tool is so useful, and I'm sure, like, please do use this before you launch product, because if you see anything like this, like stable, 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 and then it's not of a gradual, it's not like a huge gradual spike, and then huge, like, coming down, but there is still a little bit of a spike, right? It's like it went from flat all the way to the up, and then now it's coming down. So just based on this this chart, I don't need to be a genius, but I think this is gonna come probably like all the way down and stabilize after. So I hope you guys found value in this. By the way, if you stay till the end of the video, I thank you for watching this, and I'm gonna give you a little gift for doing that right now. Go to the Amazon FBA Hustlers group. You can find this by simply typing in FBA Hustlers Intermediate to Advanced and just type this in. And you will see the very first link here. It's a complete checklist that I built, well, actually with the help of my friend Roman, so I have to give him some credit, but he built this entire checklist from product research to product sourcing to listing creation, all that stuff. And for me, I added all the resources for you guys, right? So here it says Google Trends. Here it says, how to file for trademark. Here it says, how do you get your inserts done? Here it says, how do you get your inspection companies done? So there are a lot of information here, and I want to give that to you guys for free, or you guys can click on the link down in the comment section below, and that will automatically get sent to you. So 11 minutes, 12 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys do have any questions, leave me a comment in the section below, and I'd love to help you guys out in order to succeed on your Amazon FBA journey. I'm out. See you guys in the next video.